My beloved child, before this message ends, I will reveal why the chains that have held you back for so long are beginning to break, and why God is about to bring a level of freedom, healing, and breakthrough into your life that you never thought possible. Stay with me until the very end, because this message is not an accident. It is a word for you today. My beloved child, I see the chains nobody else can see, the chains of fear, the chains of anxiety, the chains of discouragement, the chains of guilt, the chains of disappointment, the chains of worry that keep you awake at night, the chains of pain that have followed you from season to season. Others may see your smile, others may see your strength, others may think you have everything together, but I see what is happening inside your heart. I see the burden you carry. I see the battles you fight in silence. I see the moments when you feel trapped by circumstances you cannot control. And today I have come with a message for you. Those chains will not remain forever, because I am the God who delivers. I am the God who restores. I am the God who sets captives free. I am the God who breaks chains. It is written, "The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound." My beloved child, the enemy wants you to believe that your current struggle is your permanent reality. He wants you to believe that things will never change. He wants you to believe that freedom is for someone else. He wants you to believe that you will always carry this burden. But that is not my truth. My truth is that whom the Son sets free is free indeed. My truth is that no chain is stronger than my power. My truth is that no prison is beyond my reach. My truth is that no situation is too difficult for me. It is written, "So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed." My child, do you remember Paul and Silas? They were beaten, they were chained, they were imprisoned. Everything around them suggested defeat. Everything around them suggested hopelessness. Yet at midnight, they worshiped. At midnight, they praised. At midnight, they trusted me. And suddenly the prison shook. The chains fell off. The doors opened. Freedom arrived. It is written, "Suddenly there was such a violent earthquake that the foundations of the prison were shaken. At once, all the prison doors flew open, and everyone's chains came loose." My beloved child, I want you to notice something. The chains did not fall because of human strength. They fell because of my power. And the same power that shook that prison is still alive today. The same power that opened those doors is still working today. The same power that broke those chains is reaching toward your life right now. Some of you have been chained by fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the future, fear of what might happen tomorrow. But fear is not your master. I am. And today I'm calling you to release those fears into my hands, because I did not create you to live in bondage. I created you to live in freedom. It is written, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." My child, some chains are emotional, some are spiritual, some are connected to wounds from the past, some are connected to disappointments that never healed properly. Some are connected to words spoken over you years ago. Words that convinced you that you were not enough. Words that convinced you that you would never succeed. Words that convinced you that you were unworthy. But those words do not define you. I define you. And I call you loved. I call you chosen. I call you redeemed. I call you mine. My beloved child, for too long you have been carrying things I never asked you to carry. You have carried guilt. You have carried shame. You have carried regret. You have carried burdens that my grace already paid for at the cross. Why continue carrying what I have already offered to remove? Bring it to me. Lay it down. Trust me with it, because freedom begins where surrender begins. It is written, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." My child, I know there are moments when you feel exhausted, moments when the battle feels endless, moments when you wonder whether breakthrough will ever come. But I need you to remember something. The battle may be real. The pain may be real. The struggle may be real. But the chain is not stronger than your God. The prison is not stronger than your God. The darkness is not stronger than your God. The obstacle is not stronger than your God. Because where my light enters, darkness cannot remain. Where my truth enters, lies cannot remain. Where my presence enters, chains cannot remain. And right now, my presence is moving closer than you realize. Something is shifting. Something is changing. Something is beginning to break. The freedom you have been praying for is nearer than you think. But before those chains fully fall, there is one more truth I need you to understand about the freedom I am bringing into your life. My beloved child, before this message ends, I need you to hear a truth that can change the way you see your situation forever. The chains around you may be strong, but they are not stronger than me. The struggle may have lasted a long time, but it will not last forever. The prison may seem impossible to escape, but no prison can hold someone whom I have chosen to set free. Today I am calling you to stop looking at the chain and start looking at the chain breaker. Stop focusing on the prison and focus on the deliverer. Stop measuring your future by your current circumstances, because your future is not in the hands of your circumstances. Your future is in my hands. It is written, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles." My beloved child, the enemy has worked hard to keep you discouraged. He knows that if you discover the authority and freedom that belong to you through Christ, many of his plans against you will fail. That is why he tries to keep you focused on your weaknesses, your failures, your fears, your disappointments, your past. But I am calling you to focus on something greater. Focus on my promises. Focus on my power. Focus on my faithfulness. Because victory begins when faith becomes greater than fear. My child, remember the Israelites in Egypt. For generations they lived in bondage. For generations they carried heavy burdens. For generations they cried out for freedom. It looked as though nothing would ever change. Yet there came a day when I stretched out my hand. A day when chains began to break. A day when bondage ended. A day when freedom arrived. The same God who delivered Israel is speaking to you now. I have not lost my power. I have not forgotten how to rescue. I have not stopped performing miracles. It is written, "I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the yoke of the Egyptians. I will free you from being slaves to them." My beloved child, some chains are obvious, others are hidden. Some people are trapped by addiction, some by fear, some by bitterness, some by shame, some by anxiety, some by wounds from the past, some by the opinions of others, and some by the belief that they will never change. But hear me clearly today. What has bound you does not own you. What has hurt you does not define you. What has delayed you does not determine your destiny. And my plans for you are plans of freedom, hope, and restoration. It is written, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." My beloved child, the cross was not only about forgiveness, it was also about freedom. When I gave my life for you, I did not come merely to forgive your sins. I came to break the power of sin. I came to destroy the works of the enemy. I came to open prison doors. I came to restore what was lost. I came to give you abundant life. That is why the enemy fears when you place your trust in me. Because he knows freedom follows my presence, healing follows my presence, peace follows my presence, deliverance follows my presence. It is written, the reason the Son of God appeared was to destroy the devil's work. My child, I know there are wounds that still hurt, memories that still bring pain, disappointments that still feel fresh. You have asked me why certain things happened, why certain people left, why certain opportunities disappeared, why certain prayers took so long. I understand those questions, but I need you to trust that even when you did not understand my ways, my heart toward you never changed. I was still protecting you, still guiding you, still loving you. The enemy wanted those painful moments to become chains, but I am turning them into testimonies. The enemy wanted them to become prisons, but I am turning them into platforms for my glory. The enemy wanted them to destroy your faith, but I am using them to strengthen it. It is written, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him. My beloved child, there are some chains that break instantly. Others break little by little. Do not become discouraged if your freedom unfolds step by step. Every prayer matters. Every act of faith matters. Every step toward me matters. The walls of Jericho did not fall on the first walk around the city, but they fell when the appointed moment arrived. Your breakthrough may seem delayed, but it is not denied. Your freedom may seem slow, but it is still coming. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing, because I am working even when you cannot see it. It is written, when the trumpet sounded, the wall collapsed. My beloved child, I want you to release the things that have been weighing down your soul. Release the bitterness, release the anger, release the guilt, release the shame, release the fear of tomorrow, release the pain of yesterday. Give them to me. Do not carry what I already carried to the cross. Do not hold on to chains that I am trying to remove. My grace is sufficient. My mercy is abundant. My love is unchanging. And my power is more than enough. My child, the freedom I am bringing into your life is not merely freedom from something. It is freedom for something. Freedom to worship without fear. Freedom to dream again. Freedom to hope again. Freedom to love again. Freedom to walk confidently into the future I have prepared for you. The chains are breaking so that you can move forward. The prison doors are opening so that you can step into your purpose. The burden is lifting so that you can experience the peace I promised. It is written, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. My beloved child, as this message comes to an end, I want you to picture every chain that has been troubling your life. Every fear, every worry, every burden, every regret, every disappointment, every stronghold. Place them before me and trust me with them. Because I am the God who still breaks chains. I am the God who still opens prison doors. I am the God who still heals wounded hearts. I am the God who still restores broken lives. I am the God who still delivers his children. And I am working in your life right now. So do not give up. Do not lose hope. Do not surrender to fear. Because the chain is not stronger than my power. The prison is not stronger than my promise. And the darkness is not stronger than my light. Today I leave you with this promise. The chains around you are not permanent. The prison around you is not permanent. Permanent. Because I am moving. I am working. I am restoring. I am healing. And I am breaking every chain around you. Walk forward in faith. Stand firm in my promises. And remember, whom the Son sets free is free indeed. My beloved child, if you love me, say, I love you, and subscribe this channel.